vào đây. Thật.
After a 45 minutes of a bus ride from the main city to Nagan Fortress, it was a crazy ride. The bus went through the back roads, was so woundy, up and down. At one point also, because the bus went downhill and uphill, you could smell the brakes started to overheat. So the whole bus was full of the overheating smell. And then it was so funny also to see when the average age in the bus was probably 65 plus. So I think in the countryside of Korea you can actually see how serious the aging problem in Korea is. We made it to our location. So I have to explain about the village we just arrived. It has a lot of old style Korean traditional houses. But what is also different here is they have all the reed roofs. As you saw before, we went to the reed fields and they have this material a lot here. So that's why they have the roofs made out of it. Another fact is a lot of the buildings here are one of the best preserved in Korea. And in some areas people still live here inside of the museum grounds. Many of the houses, they look so humble. They're pretty small, and outside they have the kitchen area that's so tiny. But this used to be probably normal family house. Every single building here, they have their own address. So easily you can go and live there. You have your own mailbox here. I mean, this is a little bit older, but there are newer ones. And then the mail will be brought here. Not only can you see the houses as a museum exhibition, not only do people live here, but if you want, you can also stay here. For example, this building next to me, this is a local, let's call it a hotel, and you can spend a night in the museum grounds. If you look really close, you can see the old metal horse. The old metal horse is a little bit disobedient, huh? There's also a smith who makes knives on the spot. You can hear. He's putting the handle right now into the ready-made knife. There are a lot of workshops and experience areas. So if you want, you can also learn together with the smith to create something. How cool would it be? In an old village in Korea, you maybe make your own knife, fork, nail. I think a nail. Nail is simple. Now we're heading closer to the temple area. The ruler of the village or the area used to live here. This is the ruler. She's the boss. And now we're heading to the guest house. So this building here used to be where they hosted guests who came to this area. That's why this was the best looking house in the whole area. And also kind of like a delegation welcoming house for every high official who came through. And now, the moment where we enter the most important building in the village, the temple. This is being guarded by two guys right now. Man, their job is not easy because it's quite humid and hot right now. They have to stand there all day long. Luckily it's not sunny, but they've dressed. They're not real. I got fooled. There's just statues there. Okay, their job is easy. Of course, when you get closer to the building, you can actually read what the building is. So this building was a governmental office. So all the paperwork was done here. And all the bureaucracy happened here. So a miserable place. Not only was this the place for all the bureaucratical paperwork, it was also the place where the judgment for all the criminals was done. So right now there's a statue reenactment of what actually happened. There's a lawmaker in front, there's maybe a thief at the back, and he's begging for mercy. Please don't kill me, don't please torture me. But this kind of thing happened, and there are also other people here who wrote down what the judge said. Then also seems that next to the perpetrator there's a guard who has a bat in his hand, so I guess the thief got beaten up after everything was done. Right now I'm gonna show you how Koreans back in the Joseon Dynasty days, how they cleaned their eating bowls. As you can see, it's a bit cold in, so they have a little small stones inside. And one reason why they use this is to clean, but also keep the shine. I have to clean the inside, and also it gets shiny afterwards. I'm helping this poor lady here, she's super tired. So the material that was used to clean the bowls is this, the material that they built roofs out of. So it's not any random sand that you just pick from the ground, but it's specifically this material. Now listen, all vegans and soya lovers. This back in the day was how your soya milk was grinded by this guy and this cow with this huge stone behind me. Nowadays it's easy, machines do all the work. Back then it was like one cow power and one man power singing beautiful songs to the cow. We came to our own small workshop. Now we learn how to use the straw and make something out of it.
아니 집에 쌀, 라이스.
쌀. And now Kayang tries on her own how to make the rice straw item.
옳지, 옳지. 손가락 펴고 두 손가락만 잡아요. 옳지.
네.
오른손 올려 했다나.
네.
잡지 마, 잡지 마. 딱
네.
이렇게. 오른손이 비벼. 얘가 이렇게, 이렇게.
아,
수도 비면 잡아.
잡고
이놈 잡고 또 돌려. 또 그대로 딱 넣고 또 비벼, 또 비벼, 또 비벼. 옳지. 두 번. 옳지. 또 올려갖고 비벼. 비벼. 또 이놈 잡아요. 옳지. 또 올라가 각 맞춰서. 하게 해야지.
Not easy.
스로우.
You want to try?
Okay. Then push.
수도. 잡아. 테이크.
And then.
오라이. 다 하면 안 돼요. 올라가.
Go up, go up.
Up.
Yeah, a bit up.
스톱. 벌려봐. 벌려봐. 그렇지.
Show him.
Show it.
이봐. 올라가. 옳지. 디스 각이 여가 나야 돼요. 각을 뭐라고 모양으로.
Angle.
옳지. 또 여기 잡아. 또 여기 이놈 잡아.
Well, they shouldn't meet
올라가.
together.
조금 올라가.
They should be always
좀
V.
뼈 올리라고 말이죠.
A bit upper.
놓지 말고.
Don't
여기 뼈 올려.
grab. Crab.
Crab, okay. So like this. 이렇게.
네, 옳지. 또
And then-
오른손 비벼. 오른손.
And then-
오른. Right hand.
옳지. 또 올라가.
Go up.
We just finished the hard work, and for example, what you can make out of the straw is a hat, cool hat like this. It was hard work, but it was fun. That was a nice experience, but we have to be careful because once you get pulled into something and the people around here ask you to do something, well, they are quite tough teachers. They're really fun people. They're really kind, but they make you work really hard. And then it's like, no, don't stop now. Go all the way. Do it properly. So we're learning in a good way. But right now we're trying to avoid any other experience because it takes quite a lot of time at one place. But yeah, if you have a lot of time, you can go in every single house where they offer the experience, and then once you come out, you are a professional handcrafter. We just found a wall that goes around the village. This used to be the place where the guards were, looking over the village, seeing if there are any enemies coming, and then doing a fighting. You can see this is how they did it. They were tough bunch of Koreans. That was historically incorrect, but close enough. Shortly of Suncheon, I think if you come here, there are many sites just around the city, so you can go and take the local bus and go everywhere with the bus. But if you rent a car, it's even better. It would be definitely easier. As you could see, one of the sites we went, the village with all the old houses, for this it would be more convenient to go with a car. We took a bus and it took around 45 minutes, and when we came back we had to wait for 1 hour. And it was also so confusing. When does the bus come? We didn't know. So don't be discouraged. Even when you come here for 1 day, and if you visit the national park, it's just so close to the city. You can take a taxi and in 10 minutes, 15 minutes, you will be there. But now you know what to do. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and everything else in between. And we see you in the next video. Ciao!